The journey continues, my fellow travelers. Last time I made it to a barren tundra wasteland, but now I am in search of this, a jungle village that I have heard many stories about. I have to get down there cautiously because I do not know if the inhabitants are hostile or friendly. I'm weary, but I must take the risk if I am to find civilization. As I approach the entrance, I see two stone guardians that look stone dead. They've been that way for many years, I assume, and they will not awaken for much time. I then cautiously walk across the rickety old bridge that could snap and break at any moment, plunging me into the waters below, and who knows what is swimming down there. As I make my way to the other side, I don't see any inhabitants just yet, but as I get close, I start to hear signs of life. There are in fact villagers here in this area, and I cannot believe that I've finally found more people. I quickly put my sword away so I don't seem like a threat, and I attempt to trade with some of these villagers. However, none of them want what I have. While I assume that I am welcome in this village and no one is attempting to hurt me, I take a look inside each of the homes, and I see some very cool looking things. For starters, these villagers have taken the raw materials in this area that, to be completely honest, are not very exciting, and they've turned them into fun little huts on the central island. While it's not much, it does protect them from the elements, and does look quite cool. I continue to look around, hoping to find some sort of town hall that I can communicate with somebody, and they'll be able to tell me where I am. Unfortunately, it is to no avail. I remember hearing a story about some sort of lost artifact or valuable that could be beneath the village. After searching the last of the houses, I decide to go investigate myself. After all, I do need to rest up, and this is a good place to stop. I walk down the side of the island, cautious not to leave the island, for I don't know what creatures could be lurking around the waters of this place. A villager is down here, it seems, which means I must be in the right place. I find a cave, and know exactly what is inside. I cautiously make my way into the cave, knowing that the ancient treasure is on the other side. Without brushing into any of the large, pointy rocks that some call dripstone, I see the valuable golden block on the other side, and slowly make my way towards it. After a long time of exploration and legends, I found it beneath this village, but I realize that I do not have the necessary tools to break it and take it with me. So, I hatch a plan, and return to the village to ask for their help and support. As night falls, I know that it is going to get dangerous, especially going down to a cave. So I'd trade with some villagers, and they give me a pickaxe. All I had to do was trade a few minor fish, and now I am out to go and collect my prize. I make my way back down, and prepare myself for whatever may now be inside the cave that was not there before. To my astonishment, it appears as if nothing is in here, and I could be safe, but I don't hold my breath, and rather, I take the gold block. With the gold block in my hand, I now make my way back to the village, excited to have this new prize, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I get back to the village and begin to work with some of the finest blacksmiths so that we can turn this into something wearable. At last I have it. Pieces of golden armor, and a cat, it would seem. However, the time has come, and I equip myself with the golden armor, looking very stylish and formidable indeed. But I now know that it is time for me to leave this village and my new friends behind, as I must go in search of a larger and more advanced civilization, now knowing that there was no cause for concern in the first place, because these villagers are not hostile at all, rather quite friendly, and being very glad that I met them, I say my goodbyes and set out in search of a new place. I had heard stories of another region located in the tallest mountains to the east, and that will be my next area in which I travel, in search of civilization. Hopefully, this armor should hold together long enough for me to get there, and the sword and pickaxe to help me out. So while I journey to this new place, thank you to my fellow travelers for making this journey with me, and I will see everybody when I arrive in the new location.